What's up everybody, BigSweetC here with you. Got a special little video for you. Today I want to continue our talk with Demon Souls Remastered. The thing I want to talk about today is I was finally able to take down the final boss and get our first playthrough finito. We were able to take down old King Allant. He was actually a little bit easier than I had originally anticipated. The first couple of times we were going at him on the stream, it did not look like it was gonna go well because I kept getting just absolutely slaughtered. But I kind of figured it out. You know, I was going about it a little bit wrong. To be honest with you, I think I kind of messed up trying to do a hybrid character. I think I should have probably just focused on either a quality build or a magic build and not try to do like a combination both. But I went back and I kind of put some stock into my magic and I stuck with that because that seemed to be the best that I was doing. And it was a lot easier by trying to kind of stay away from him and keep my distance. The level that you fight him in has got some rubble, for lack of is the word I'm looking for there. Rubble around the area, so it gives you some space in between him and you. And then his attack moveset seems to be fairly limited the farther away you are. Now you do have to be careful. He does have a soul suck ability. In this game, unlike the other games, if you're familiar with any of the soul suck, you actually do lose soul level. It's insane. So you go through, you play the whole game, you get yourself leveled up, and then you get to this guy, and he just takes you down one by one. Pretty crazy. I guess there's a couple of enemies out there that do the same thing. But the truth is, this guy actually really reminded me, and I wish I could think of the dude's name, but the samurai that you fight, he's the boss of bosses, if you will, the big boss, the bonus boss in one of the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin DLCs, the Fire Tower. So in that one, you go up to the top of the tower and you fight this samurai. You're on this like glass floor. This really made me think of that a lot, to be honest with you. Kind of the same feel, same slow movements. He hits really kind of hard, but if you go in with the right setup, it's fairly easy. So speaking of said setup, I equipped my character with the Imperial Spy set. Seemed to just be kind of like an upgrade to the wizard robe stuff, or the royalty robe stuff that I started with. For the rings, we put the fragrant ring on because it gives us MP back over time. And since we're a magic user, we can always use MP. We also use the ring of magical sharpness. Now, he does not attack with magical damage. It doesn't seem like. It kind of seems more like a physical attack, really, but I do have 100% physical damage reduction with my shield, and we'll get to that in a second. So I think there is something imbued in his attacks, but it's definitely not magic, because I wasn't taking that much damage. So I have the Ring of Magical Sharpness on there to lower my magical defense, but buff my magical spell attack, which came in real handy. The spells that I was using predominantly was Soul Ray. You traded in for one of the boss souls for Mr. Sage Frakey. So you have to free Frake from the Prison of Hope, and then you have to trade him one of the demon souls for it to get it in return. And it's a buffed up Soul Arrow, the first spell that you start with if you're the royalty class. I used it with the Silver Catalyst. I know it kind of lowered my attack down as opposed to the Insanity Catalyst, but the Insanity Catalyst like halved the amount of MP that I had. So I went with the Silver Catalyst so I could do more attacks as opposed to do more per attack because I didn't want to run out of MP. But all in all, it worked out pretty well. The Shade Heater Shield with the 100% block reduction is what I rocked to kind of help defend myself. And then we always had the Crescent Rapier as a backup. So just be patient with it. He does a lot of area of effect spells, but you can interrupt them. If you're not too close to him, he doesn't do that soul suck spell a whole lot. And so if you just kind of take your time with it, be patient with it, he will go down. He is technically not the last boss of the game, but the ending that I went through, he was basically the last like real boss, because the what you're about to upcome and see here in the end is yes, it was a boss, but I mean he didn't seem to put up a fight. So after you take down old King Allant, you find out that it's just a replica of him. I think he called it a demon replica or something to that effect. I can't remember exactly. But you take him down. Once you get his soul in your possession, you head back to the Nexus, and the lady in black, the maiden, sucks you down into the middle and takes you to where the old one has been slumbering but is now awoken. You can't really do much in this level. It is just big one open area. You can't go back to the Nexus, so if you get this far, you don't actually have to finish the game. You can go back and finish some stuff up that you didn't get to do before. So I recommend doing so if there's a lot of stuff that you haven't gotten in the first playthrough. Now the cool thing is, I can set you up for this, is unlike the other games, when you go into the New Game Plus, you don't actually have to rebuy anything. You can't. So once you've bought it from a merchant, you've bought it forever, and you don't have to you don't buy like duplicate copies or anything. It's just not available anymore. It says you've already purchased it, which is kind of cool, because everything else you just kind of keep buying them over and over and over again. But this way, at least you get to save some souls in your second and third, however many playthroughs. But once you do get to the old one in his little slumber area, you do generally see kind of what a massive creature this dude is. And I mean, he looks beautiful. And this is kind of where the story gets a little strange. A new demon. So the maiden here is telling us that she did what she was supposed to do and brought a new demon. She talking about me? Am I a demon? I thought I was the demon slayer, right? And so it really kind of starts kind of that little mind twist at the end here, and they waited, I think, to the perfect time to kind of bring it about, because I do know what the other ending is. Apparently you can, and I mean, it's a Souls game, so it makes sense. You can actually kill the maiden, and I don't know what happens. I've never played it before. In my opinion, I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do, so I just kind of did what came naturally. We came up to this other boss, this the actual king, who apparently is this demon who's been living inside this other demon for a little while. And once you actually get to him, he's pretty easy. He offers like little to no resistance, and then I mean, you do fairly significant damage to him, and so it kind of makes you think, am I really kind of doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Now you go through a fog wall at first to get into this fight, and then actually in the fight level there looks like a little fog wall that you can maybe just run by this guy in. But after you do kind of just put out his pain and suffering, you come across to another area where the maiden comes in and she starts doing her thing, and she tells you to go back to the Nexus. Nothing happens while you're kind of like in this area, so I mean I would assume that's kind of the time that you're supposed to stab her in the back if you're gonna do that. It does generally make me curious as to what happens when that does happen. If there's like another boss that I just haven't fought yet, or maybe this really is it. You don't actually fight this dragon demon that that has been lulled to sleep. I'm not quite sure what happens, and I'm actually kind of curious about it, to be honest with you. But all in all, this was a phenomenal game. I had so much fun playing through it. I can't wait to get through the second one and check out this other ending. But I will admit, I've only gone through the first little bit of the new game plus, and you take you take significantly more damage in the second playthrough than you did in the first. And while I was able to get through part 1-1 of the Gates of Boletaria, 1-2 was a pretty decent challenge. So I'm excited to see what comes. I have been going back and looking at some tips and tricks to make sure that I actually pick up the stuff that I missed from last time, and so I'm excited. I think this is going to be a great game. I know there's a lot of speculation out there that no one's playing it anymore, and to be honest with you, I haven't experienced the PvP, the invaders, as much as I thought maybe I would have, but I also, for whatever reason, when I finished, I was only like level 68, 69, something like that, and like 120 is the meta cap, from what I understand, so I was severely underleveled for my first time through, which makes makes me even more amazed, because like I said, I did nothing to figure out where to go. This was all, you know, just kind of exploration and you know, try and fail and try again, trial and error on my part, and it was absolute blast, and I love doing it. I haven't done a game like this in a long time in that way. Even Sekiro and Bloodborne, I kind of had you guys in the chat and everything help me along. So this was quite the experience going at it, completely blind through my first time. So if you have a PS5, I know I keep saying this, but if you have a PS5, you should definitely check it out, because it is absolutely worth it. If you can get it on sale, even better. 2 thumbs up so far from me, and I look forward to finishing it up, getting that platinum trophy, and giving you guys my overall review. But for now, knock on wood, been an absolutely phenomenal game, and I think you should all jump into it. Either way, that's going to do it for this one. Please do me that favor, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell so you know when I do drop a new video or go live. I pretty much put out new content on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I know I messed up this week a little bit. I put it out on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, but for the most part, Tuesdays, Fridays, Sundays. And I'm also over on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube, Twitter, if you want more of the Sweetness family. You can follow me over there at BigSweetC. Either way, that's going to do it for this one. BigSweetC, that's me. Wishing YouTube, that's you. Wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it might be. As long as you're watching, I'm wishing you a wonderful watching time. Sweetness, signing off. Peace.